Genesis chapter 41 from the Bishop's Bible. And after 2 years Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he thought that he stood by a river's side. And there came out of the river 7 goodly kyne, and fat-fleshed, and fed in a meadow, and 7 other kyne came up after them out of the river, evil-favoured and lean-fleshed, and stood by the other kyne upon the brink of the river. And the evil-favoured and lean-fleshed kyne did eat up the 7 well-favoured and fat kyne. And Pharaoh awoke, and he slept again, and dreamed a second time, and behold, 7 ears of corn grew upon one stalk, rank and goodly. And again 7 thin ears, blasted with the east wind, sprang up after them. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears. And Pharaoh awakened, and see, it was a dream. And when the morning came, his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the soothsayers of Egypt, and all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none of them that could interpret it unto Pharaoh. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day. Pharaoh, being angry with his servants, put in ward in the chief steward's house both me and the chief baker, and we dreamed both of us in one night, and each man's dream of a sundry interpretation. And there was with us a young man, an Hebrew born, servant unto the chief steward, to whom, when we told him, he declared our dreams to us according to either of our dreams. And as he declared them to us, even so it came to pass, for he restored me to mine office again, and hanged him. Pharaoh sent therefore and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself, and changed his raiment, and came unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and no man can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee, that as soon as thou heardest a dream, thou canst interpret it. Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, Not I, but God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, In my dream methought I stood by a river's side, and there came out of the river 7 fat-fleshed and well-favoured kyne, and fed in a meadow. And then 7 other kyne came out after them, poor and very ill-favoured, and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt. They were so ill-favoured. And the 7 lean and ill-favoured kyne did eat up the first 7 fat kyne. And when they had eaten them up, a man could not perceive that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favoured, as they were at the beginning. And I awoke. And I saw again in my dream, and behold, 7 ears sprang out of one stalk, full and fair. And behold, 7 ears again, withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprang up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears, and I have told the soothsayers. But there was no man that could tell what it meaneth. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, Both Pharaoh's dream are one. God hath shewed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kyne are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years also. And it is but one dream. Likewise the 7 thin and ill-favoured kyne that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty and blasted ears with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine. These words which I have said unto Pharaoh, is it that God is about to do, and sheweth it unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenteousness throughout all the land of Egypt. And again there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenteousness shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. Neither shall the plenteousness be known in the land, by reason of that famine that shall come after, for it shall be exceeding great. And as concerning that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh the 2nd time, behold, the thing is certainly prepared of God, and God will shortly bring it to pass. Now therefore let Pharaoh provide for a man of understanding and wisdom, and set him over the land of Egypt. And let Pharaoh do this also, that he make officers over the land, and take up a 5th part of the inheritance of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. And so shall that food be for store in the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall come in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through famine. And the saying seemed good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. Then said Pharaoh unto his servants, May there be found a man such as this is, in whom the Spirit of God is. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Forasmuch as God hath shewed thee all this, there is no man of understanding or of wisdom like unto thee. Thou therefore shalt be over my house, and according to thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the king's seat will I be over thee. And Pharaoh said again unto Joseph, Behold, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand, and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in cloth of reins, and put a golden chain about his neck, and set him upon the best chariot he had save one. And they cried before him, Tender Father, and made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. And moreover Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphnath-Phinehach. And he gave him to wife Asnath, the daughter of Potipherah, priest of On. Then went Joseph over the land of Egypt. And he was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh king of Egypt. And Joseph, parting from the presence of Pharaoh, went throughout all the land of Egypt. And in the 7 plenteous years the earth brought forth great stores for to lay up. And he gathered up all the food of the 7 plenteous years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the fields that grew round about every city, laid he up in the same. And Joseph laid up corn in store like unto the sand of the sea, in multitude out of measure, until he left numbering, for it was without number. And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which Asnath the daughter of Potipherah priest of On bare unto him. And Joseph called the name of the first son Manasseh, for God said, He hath made me forget all my labour, and all my father's household. The name of the second called he Ephraim, for God said, He hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my trouble. And when the 7 years of plenteousness that was in the land of Egypt were ended, then came the 7 years of dearth, according as Joseph had said. And the dearth was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt was there yet food. And when the land of Egypt also began to hunger, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph, and what he saith to you, that do. And the dearth was throughout all the land. And Joseph opened all the barns wherein was corn, and sold unto the Egyptians: for the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all lands.